What up?
What's going on, man?
Good afternoon. I don't know where we at right now.
Right. Okay, so congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
All right, we're talking about hip hop to homeowners.
Right.
How we build wealth in America.
Did you see that we? That we's capital. How we in capital. How we build wealth in America.
Let's talk about that. You're talking about, and first of all, big ups because you're going around on a huge tour.
Right. 15 cities.
15 cities.
Keys to Success tour.
And we was talking off air, and you was talking about how I said, well, why? You said, well, why not? You know, you want to give back.
Right.
Share your knowledge. All
right, all day. So the tagline to our tour is from poverty and prison to prosperity and purpose. And that's my life story summed up. So, you know, a dude that was born in poverty, born to a single mom, pops up at 3 months, grew up on free lunch, food stamps, welfare, Goodwill clothes for Christmas, the whole bit. Took my hustle to the hood. Thought I was going to be a millionaire kingpin drug dealer at 15.
Got locked up.
Right.
How long was you locked down?
2.5 years, 7 different prisons, 3 different states.
Oh, wow.
So I was locked up in New York, my first bid, facing 3 years of life in New York for a quarter kilo of coke and a loaded .38 handgun, and then caught a drug trafficking charge in Maryland at age 20.
And then, how old are you now?
33.
33.
Yep.
And if you don't mind me asking, how you own properties?
Yes.
I say properties.
I own properties. I own 5 businesses. I'm a real estate expert on the NBC's Today Show. I do a show on NBC called Open House NYC. Brand ambassador for Coldwell Banker. I have a $10 million listing in Alpine, New Jersey, which is a $400,000 commission. French chateau, 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, acre-and-a-half square lot.
You hear this? Yeah, you all hear this, right?
Yeah, we talking that talk.
Yeah.
Right. So I have a school uniform collection called Young Minds Can, a national movement called Young Minds Can. We're on our 15-city tour. I have the J. Morrison Academy. If you want to learn the real estate game, I have an online academy. I teach it myself through webinars and coaching calls every week. We also have a branding class for realtors. I'm just all about packaging ideas and really giving back keys for how other people become successful, because we watch so many people in our community who make it and never really give you the blueprint for how you make it.
Right. They don't want to tell you to just say, oh, just do this, and they keep going. They talk real fast, and they want to look out. And yet the communities that they come from are hurting. They're hurting. They just sit there, and you had a guy call here earlier about East Cleveland. And so we need to fix this.
But I just couldn't understand with my small platform how people with huge platforms are rappers or entertainers. You got millions of Twitter followers, your Kanye Wests and all of that. But how can you have this ear to people and you see our community is hurting bad? Cleveland, Chicago, Atlanta, Detroit, Philly, everywhere. Right? They're hurting bad, and you're not doing nothing about it. Like, I think Martin and Malcolm roll over in their grave. Like, how do we have this much influence? We fought for our rights, we fought through slavery, we fought through all this, but no one's really aggressively trying to fix the issues in our community. So I'm gonna do my part.
So let's get away. Let's get rid of some myths right now.
Okay.
People say, we hear a lot, oh man, it's just not a good time to buy. The market crashed. Folks went to jail. So should I get into the real estate game? Is it a good time? Is it a bad time? What is it? What is the truth?
Right. It's really common sense when you think about it, right? So we all say the market crashed, so it's a bad time. That's crazy. The market crashed, that's a great time, right? You buy low, you sell high. So when everything was on the news in 2005, 2006, real estate, infomercials, Susie Orman, everywhere in the world you look was real estate, right?
Right.
That's not when you buy. You don't buy when everybody's getting into something, because it's not a buyer's market, because it's too many buyers. So it was a seller's market then. So all the sellers made out in 05, 06, 07. So we all thought we should buy because the media told us to buy. You don't buy then. You buy when it's quiet. You buy when everybody's saying don't buy, because that's when it's low. So right now it's time to steal off on properties. You buy low, then you sell high. It's just simple business principles. So
I have a job. Make 30, 40, 50,000 a year.
Okay.
I want a home. I want to make some. I'm tired of working this job, but I want to build some wealth.
Right.
But how do I do it? I mean, do I take 10,000 and what do I do?
Okay. Boom. Easy. And that's why when I go around, speak to schools, speak to jails, speak to churches, speak anywhere, radio, I'm never just about motivation using my story. I'm about solutions, right? The blueprint.
Right.
So the blueprint one is given away on my website. If you go to my website, jmorrison.net, right? Jay. My book is for free on my website. You can download it for free.
For free.
And in Hip Hop to Homeowners, I give you the whole game. And what you do is this. The first thing is get pre-qualified. We always scared to even see what our credit look like. We don't even want to pull it. I don't want to see. I know it's bad. You don't know nothing.
You're right.
You don't know. Go pull your credit. Go to a bank or mortgage company and say, I want to own one day. Pull my credit. Check my finances. What do I got to do to own a house? Stop being scared, first of all. Right? You can't get no money. Scared money don't make no money.
Right.
Right? So stop being scared. Go pull your credit. Go look it up. Stop. Oh, if I pull my credit, it's going to be a credit score drop. You don't even know because you get 7 credit pulls before your credit score drops for a mortgage. So you don't even know. You just going off myths. Right? So first you get pre-qualified. Second thing in our community, we think we need all this money saved up to buy a house. You only need through FHA 3.5% down to buy a house. That's $3,500 for every $100,000. You can buy a $100,000 house. I know in Cleveland they're cheap.
Right.
You can buy a $100,000 house for $3,500. So why the heck are you renting for?
Right.
Right.
And now you done lowered your rent.
You done lowered your rent. You got tax breaks now and tax benefits. You now get appreciation of the house, which means the house goes up in value every year, even if it's a little bit.
Right.
Houses always going to go up in value. I don't care what nobody say. Because the supply and demand on earth. God ain't making no more land. I say that in my book. Right? You only got so much land. People are living longer. People are being born every day. So he who owns the most land wins. Right? So our community, that's one thing. We complain about being broke, being poor, being that. But we watch other communities, the Russians, the Italians, the Jews, and everyone else buy real estate. But then we scared to, but then we mad we broke.
And so you get these tax refunds. And I think the average tax refund I was reading is like $3 grand.
Right.
So that's a down payment.
On a $100,000 house. But you renting. Go get credit. And in our J. Morrison Academy, actually, my brother, Ash Cash, he's from New York. He's a financial guru from Harlem, New York. He was a vice president of a bank at 25 years old. He's a CEO of a credit union right now. He's teaching a credit mastery course in my J. Morrison Academy online. He's starting that April 1st. So if you go to J. Morrison Academy, you can register for our newsletter. And we're teaching a credit mastery course over 20 weeks.
20 weeks.
Teaching you everything about credit. Everything you need to know. And for cheap, for the low. I don't do nothing. I'm not about my tour taglines from poverty and prison to prosperity and purpose. Purpose being last, because that's where I'm at in my life. I don't do stuff for bread. I do it for legacy. I do it because we need leaders and we need direction. We need a vision for our community. And we need to get some money.
You got to.
Right.
So if I follow your plan, I follow follow the book.
Right. So the plan is getting your first house, right?
Getting your first house.
That first house can be a duplex. I always promote getting a duplex. Where you buy one side, you live in one side, rent the other one out.
Make that bread.
Now you're living for free.
Right.
You're living for cheap. Or you might even be making some money while you're living.
Right.
Right? Then you can segue out of that duplex, that 2-family house, rent both of them out, and go get your other house.
Right.
So now you got 2 units you're renting out, and that's paying for your other house.
Right.
Living for free still. So now you got 2 houses, you're living for free in one, and you're getting appreciation and equity in both houses.
Right.
Then you get another one. You start playing Monopoly. You get 4 greenhouses traded for 1 red hotel.
Yeah.
Right? So you work your way up, build your portfolio. Now you're 25, 26, 27 years old, 35 years old, 40, 50 years old. You got 4 cribs. Now you take the equity in those houses, go to the bank and say, hey, I want to get a hotel. I want to get a small apartment building.
Right.
And that's how you build money, build legacy, and you leave something for your kids.
You have to.
Besides debt.
Right.
Good debt.
Right.
Right? If you're going to leave something for your kids, you leave properties, and we start building family legacy in our community.
Real quick before we go, you have a uniform, a school uniform line?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. One big thing I learned coming out of the streets, like I said, I'm a 3-time felon, no college education, so I had to do some things different in order to really impact corporate America, is how you dress, your appearance. So what I'm giving back to the inner city schools so our young minds can is fashion-forward school uniforms that empower. Right, so now if you can pull some out real quick, we got reversible blazers like the Fresh Prince.
Okay.
Tailor fit blazers, Burberry cut polos. For the girls, we got Joe Jean cut khakis.
Okay.
For the boys, we got 7 Jean cut khakis. So we bring a high-end fashion to school uniforms.
So that they will feel good and comfortable with wearing it. Yeah.
How do we expect our kids, right, who are so fashionable, to put these whack uniforms on but perform well in school every morning? They hating themselves. I would hate myself wearing those grandpa polos. They gotta wear. Look, feel this, feel this Sylk. Cashmere hand-feel cardigans.
Right, there we go. There we go.
Give our kids some high fashion. Get high fashion. Give it to them. And again, this cardigan's like $25. Our blazers like $40-something bucks. Our polos like $12.
Yeah.
Like, so everything I do, and we give 30% of our profit back to schools.
Oh wow.
Everything I do it for the hood, I do it for the community. That's where I come from. We need to build.
Hey man, keep doing it, man. You're doing some great things,
yes,
man.
Thank you.
And give the website out one more time, bro.
Yes, jmorrison.net, jmorrisonacademy.com, joinync.org. What else I got? YoungMindKim.com and at JMrRealEstate on Twitter and Instagram. At JEY and Mr. Real Estate.
Y'all pick up the book too. Okay,
it's free on the website, jmorrison.net.
All right. In that order. Thanks so much, brother.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Cleveland, what up?